All right. Are we ready for my next rant on To the Stars Academy? All right, here we go. Next step in disclosure, folks. The History Channel greenlights new groundbreaking limited nonfiction series Unidentified Inside America's UFO Investigation. Coming in May. Now, this is all the hype here that they were waiting. This is probably why Luis Elizondo wasn't able to make it to my show, couldn't do interviews because he was working on this. Well, great. Here we go. Let's read through it. Exposing new evidence on UFOs lead by a former special agent in charge and director of the government's top secret program and executive produced by Tom DeLonge. Former government officials disclosed new information in an effort to change government policy about the potential threats posed to UFOs posed to U.S. national security. So here we go again, folks. They're going to push this threat thing. I was hoping, you know, they said it to get it out there, and then I was hoping they would back away from the threat initiative. They're going full force here. This is how disclosure is going to work. This is the official government disclosure right in your face. They're going to push this threat narrative. If it was such a threat, wouldn't something have happened by now? He was doing all this research? No. Now we even have time to make a damn series, and they still want to push a threat, even though we have time to shoot a series, do all this crap. Yeah. Elizondo resigned after expressing to the government that these UAPs, oh, they're still using UAPs. I was surprised they used UFO in the title there, but now he's switching back to UAPs. Could pose a major threat to our national security, and not enough was being done to combat them or address our potential vulnerabilities. So there's going to be a 6-part, 1-hour limited series. Unidentified Inside America's UFO Investigation. That's the title. It's trademarked, by the way. Elizondo is speaking out for the first time with Tom DeLonge, co-founder and president of To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science, and Chris Mellon, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Defense and Intelligence, to expose a series of startling encounters and embark on fascinating new investigation that will urge the public to ask questions and look for answers. Again, they're going to push this to the public in an entertainment kind of fashion. It's going to be on the History Channel. People are going to see it. We got to get that public outcry. We need to do something. So all they have to do is present in this thing when it airs in May that there's such a big threat. Oh my God, folks, look out. They're here to get us. He had all this time to study them, yet we don't know what they are when he said it, but they're a threat. Okay. So Tom DeLonge says, with this show, the real conversation can finally begin. I'm thankful to history for giving the To the Stars Academy team and world-class scientists, engineers, and intelligence experts the opportunity to tell the story in a comprehensive and compelling way. I think everyone that watches the show will walk away with questions answered and a feeling of, wow, I get it now.
Well, we'll see.
This is not a UFO hunting show. Oh, thank God for that.
Oh, yeah.
But a series that will hopefully provoke a cultural conversation about unexplained phenomenon and allow our viewers to ultimately draw their own conclusion. Oh, you think you're going to let them draw their own conclusion when you want to push this threat narrative? That's a bunch of BS.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So on this show, they're also going to, quote unquote, produce tangible evidence to build the most indisputable case for the existence and threat, there it is again, of UFOs ever assembled. So they're going to have evidence and footage, interviews from eyewitnesses and former military personnel who have never spoken out before about this stuff, and extensive breakthroughs in understanding the technology behind these unknown phenomenon in our skies. Oh, man.
I feel sorry for your mother.
Well, now I wondered why in that trailer that we had, I might be a little hot here in the mic, that trailer that I was playing under the To the Stars Academy YouTube channel. I was like, oh, they're showing all this stuff. He's got bubble wrap. He flew from his place over to the East Coast, and it had to drive back to Texas, and they had to censor it out on the video. It's like, well, what's going on? This is what it was for, folks. It was filming for this History Channel. So what do they have? Probably just some materials that are just like, oh, it could be a UFO, maybe pieces of spaceships, whatever. It's going to be used for this threat narrative. Now, they want to push this hard. And this was said it was going to happen. The German scientist Werner von Braun said that this was going to happen. Said first it was going to be the third world countries, which Trump did come out earlier. Was it this year, I think? Yeah, it was this year, talking about those space-based weapons. Basically, we can knock any missiles or anything launched from anywhere in the world. We can knock them down. That got glossed over. I presented on this show. It didn't get that many views. I'm surprised, but it was there. So that was that. And now you got the asteroid threat. Guess what? You open up all the news sites. What are you seeing all the time? NASA's, potential. They're going to shoot things potentially to divert these asteroids that are coming to hit the planet. That was the second thing by Werner von Braun. Every day in the news cycle, you can see it. Asteroids, asteroids, asteroids. They're pushing on them people. And the final card, as Karen Roslin said at the 2001 Disclosure Press Club meeting that woke me up, the last card will be the alien card. And now this is, this might not happen for a couple years yet, but this is building towards it. They're putting all the puzzle pieces in place for the alien card. It's very, very scary when you think about, and it really kind of does make sense because, I was listening to the Corey Good interview last night on Edge of Wonder, that this was supposed to be their sleight of hand to say, okay, we got this secret technology, and now look over there, but don't look at all the bad deeds we've been doing. It's perfect for that because it gets people off sidetracked, and they can't even look at this over here, but don't look here. So that leads me to, of course, the defense, the DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency. This was a FOIA request for what the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, ATIP. This is what Luis Elizondo was in charge of. This just came out on January 16th. All the stuff they were working on in that program. And of course, Dr. Hal Puthoff, who is in To the Stars Academy, was working on advanced space propulsion based on vacuum. Look at all this stuff. Wormholes, stargates, negative energy. And they want to say they don't know what these UFO things are. Warp drives, dark energy, manipulation of extra dimensions. And then, of course, the big one here at the bottom that they're not going to declassify, they already said that, the state of art and evolution of high energy laser weapons. So they want to sit and say they don't know what this stuff is. Right here, this is what they're working on. So they do know what it is. Now they're just going to go, okay, we're going to push that negative ET thing. Oh, this is, people say, why do you cover the Tom DeLonge thing? I have to. This is the official disclosure program. And this is why I bumped this show up to every week, because this stuff's going to start coming out boom, 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 and we got to cover it as it happens here. But if it's such a big threat, this stuff has been studied by our government since at least like the 1940s, 1930s. If it's such a big threat, we still got time to make a history show. We got time to do all this stuff. But yeah, give me a break. So tired of this crap.